What's up, guys? Eric with Eric's RC channel, Eric740T. I'm here today. I'm going to show you how to program your Blade 200 SRX with the DX9, this Spektrum DX9. I'm just going to run through this. It's really the basic stuff to get it in the air and get it around. You don't have to do the exact same thing. Remember, the channels are assignable based on what you want to assign them to. So this is just, if you want to copy this, it will get the bird in the air and flying. Okay, first thing, I already obviously programmed the name and everything in there. We're going to go to System Setup. Okay. Yes, disable the RF. Alright, Model Select. I already have mine programmed, as you see, 200 SRX. Model Type, you're going to choose Airplane, the first one. Don't ask me why, it's a heli, but yes, please choose Airplane. Model name, you can scroll through this and name it whatever you feel like. Aircraft type, don't touch that one. Don't worry about F mode setup. Spoke and flight mode, don't worry about that. Okay, channel assign, I'm going to show you what I assign my channels to help you out. Okay. So for port assignments, I just have, basically it's just exactly how it should be. 5 is gear, make sure it says gear, because mine came and it said auxiliary 1 instead of gear, which I don't know why. So scroll all the way through this, you won't need to really mess with it. Go to next. Channel input configuration, okay, here you go. Change channel 5 gear to D, which is, well, you'll see what I'm talking about. D is a 3-position switch. Auxiliary 1H, auxiliary 2G, auxiliary 3E, and auxiliary 4B. The only ones that are really important with this 200 SRX model is channel 5 gear and auxiliary 1. It tells you to put auxiliary 1 on I, which is the bind button, and I just don't like that. So the upper back right switch is H, and that will work for your safe mode. So you can switch it on and off. Otherwise, you just push a button and it's kind of awkward. And D is a 3-position switch on the front inner top of the controller. So you have a 3-position switch for your basically flight modes. 0 I will have as a basic, normal, the lowest one, the safest one. 1 will up the rates, and 2 will let it roll completely. And you read the instruction booklet a little bit about that, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so got the channel assignments. Don't need to do trim setup, all utilities, warnings. I didn't do that. No. None of this stuff. Okay, so we're done with the system setup. Now we'll go into the model itself. Okay. Alright, servo setup. Go to travel here. And pick the throttle. And make the, if you move the stick up and down, you can go between the two, but make the lower end 85. And that's all you're going to do for travel. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Then we're going to go to reverse. Everything will be normal except for auxiliary 1, which will be reversed. Just reverse auxiliary 1. Okay, dual rate and expo. You can set these up with whatever switches you want. I use switch C and F for my dual rates. Just go to, like, say, channel for the aileron. You can pick a switch right here and click on it, and then whatever switch you use will be assigned to that channel. Like, I could switch it right now to F.
High rates.
But I'm going to keep it on C because I want the aileron dual rates on C. Okay. So for the 0 position for the aileron, goes 70 across the board. And I like a expo, a little bit of an expo, so I use 30% on both sides. On position 1 for the dual rates, for aileron, I like 100% on dual rates, and I go 30% on the expo. And then for the highest position, which would be just straight up no dual rates really, 100% on the dual rate and 0 expo, which makes it much more sensitive. The expo just kind of softens it up a little bit around the middle of the stick. That's really all that does. So you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Mid-rate.
Okay, so actually do the exact same thing with the elevator, and I use switch F, which is across, it's on the front right side, front right top, not top, but front right front top. Same exact positions.
Mid-rates, high rates.
I mean, same exact numbers for the 0, 1, and 2.
High rates.
Okay. For rudder, just leave that 100%. You don't need to mess with the rudder. Alright. Throttle cut. I like to use switch A.
Throttle cut.
Which is the top rear left switch.
Throttle cut.
And you can just pick whatever switch you want there, and negative 130% is good. Whatever switch you want for throttle cut, but make sure you have one. It's important in case you get in trouble. Just cut it and let it fall. It's more important for a 3D heli, but it's still important. Throttle curve, don't mess with that. Don't mess with any mixing, no sequencer. Timer, the manual recommends 8 minutes, so countdown, 8-minute. Start throttle stick over 25%, and one time I just leave inhibit. It will let you know when you get to 8 minutes. No telemetry. Custom voice setup. I messed with this a little bit. It's pretty cool. So for my dual rates, I have when I flip to switch 1, it's really easy to set up. I'll go over this in detail. The voice events, how to set them up and stuff. But so here's, say I switch dual rates to 1.
Mid rates.
Mid rates.
High rates.
And I go to 2. That's the high rates.
Mid rates.
Pretty cool. So for my flight modes with the gear channel, like I showed you, 0 is nothing, and then 1 is
normal mode.
Normal mode.
Rolling mode.
And 2, which would be all the way up. I just put rolling mode. That's all I could really find. Okay, guys. And that's it. As you can see,
normal mode,
gear.
rolling mode, normal mode.
We got auxiliary 1, which would be the safe mode. And that is it. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope this helps you out. Should get you at least in the air, and it's a lot better than the instruction manual that it comes with. That's horrible. That's a horrible manual. At least it came with the heli. It's really bad. All it shows is a little table of stuff, and you're kind of left in the dark. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I hope this video helped you out. Take care.